Hey guys! Today I'm filming a video on this really cute bracelet holder. The things that you will need: a toilet paper roll, a paper towel roll, some scissors, and if you happen to have some styrofoam that's about this thick, that would be perfect. So some styrofoam, for the bottom of the little thing. But if you don't have like styrofoam, you can use the top of a little box or some cardboard, but I would recommend, since cardboard's thin, maybe cut about 3 squares and put them on top of each other and make it a little bit thicker. Or like a little book or anything that's square that could be your base that you could cover in tape. Of course, duct tape. This part is optional, but some paper. Alright, start off by taking a paper towel roll and a toilet paper roll. Okay, like I said, this part is optional, but I like to do it. I take some paper and I stuff it into the toilet paper and the paper towel roll. So I just cut up a big piece of paper into 4s, and then I just take the paper, I crumble it up, and I stick it inside. And the reason I do this is because I feel like this is kind of like the paper towel roll by itself. It's kind of flimsy. So like stuffing newspaper or paper or whatever inside of it kind of makes it a little bit stronger. So it doesn't like break or... Okay, next you can go ahead and cut out your square of styrofoam or whatever you're using. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to get your stuffed toilet paper rolls and your styrofoam, and you're going to put the rolls like this, put the toilet paper roll down on it, and then this, like this, and then you're going to just kind of guess how big you want the square to be. So I'm guessing, you're just going to draw the line of how big you want it to be. So kind of look at it and then just draw a line. So then all you're going to do is cut it out. Once you have your little square, you can just kind of go like this to the edges to get off all the little bumps. So now you have all your pieces to the puzzle, now you just need to put it together. Of duct tape, and then you're going to cut a square that is about this long. So probably about 4 inches long. I'm just guessing that's 4 inches. Alright, so there's something else that you can do. So if you see that paper towel roll, if you can tell, I don't know if you can see this, but this is smack dab in the middle, and there's only this tiny little piece that sticks over, and that could get in the way a little bit later. It's not a big deal, but it does make it a little bit harder to work with, and the camera's sliding, so sorry about that. Okay. So a way to fix it is you can take your duct tape and you can take another strip and you can just line it up to where, you can't tell really that there's a seam. Line it up and then just go like that and then cut it. So you just overlap 2 more pieces of duct tape, or not 2 more, 1 more piece of duct tape so that it's fatter, so you see you have big flaps to overlap your paper towel roll. Okay, so now you're going to flip that little sheet over, and then you're going to take your paper towel roll and you're just going to place it in the center of this little square. That's not the exact center, but it'll work. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start making slits. So just start slitting it up just wherever you think will be good. So I do them pretty close, maybe every inch or so, maybe a little less than an inch. Right, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your little flaps and you're going to fold them down 1 by 1. So just folding it down. And the reason you cut flaps is because it can't fold down without making a bunch of wrinkles if it's perfectly round. So you got to make a bunch of slits. So just folding them down. Okay, just go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Once you have both of them done, you're going to lie down your paper towel roll, and you're going to take something. If it rolls, it was rolling, so I'm just going to put this random duct tape ball here so it doesn't roll anymore. So then you're just going to lay it down on its side, and I think it looks better to tape it this way. You can tape it around a bunch of times this way, but I like it taped the long way. I think it looks a little better. I don't know, maybe that's just me. So just take your tape and place it down on your paper towel roll. And I like to leave it like lapping over the side on this side. See, I like to leave some lapping over and then just cut it off later because I think it will come out better if you can just fix it later than just make a quick choice now and then mess it up. Alright, so once you put your tape down, you can cut it off with some scissors. And then you can go ahead and trim off this side as close as you can get to the side. Just start to cut it like that. And then just do the same exact thing to the other side. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to lay down your tube and you're going to put on another strip. So do your best to line it up. So I'm just taking this and I'm just gonna get it and line it up the best I can. Like so, and then just cut the sides and repeat the thing you just did a second ago. And when you're smoothing it out, just do little parts slowly and carefully because you don't want any wrinkles. So just do that. Okay, this right here, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's a little piece of a paper towel roll showing, and that is one of the most annoying things ever. Now you can always put this part facing down so no one can notice it, so you don't have to waste a strip of duct tape covering that up, but I'm going to go ahead and cover it up anyway. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cover this weird strip up. So now that we have our tube of awesomeness, we're going to repeat the steps so we have a little tube of awesomeness. Oh, and also you don't have to cover up the ends because that doesn't matter. It'll be covered up later by the paper towel roll that goes on top and the little square at the bottom. So that'd be a waste of duct tape to cover it up. So once you have two of them, you're going to go back to that strip that you made earlier for this, and you're going to take your tube and you're going to put your finger on a mark like right here, and then you're going to roll it, keeping your finger in the place. And then when your finger hits the ground again, that's where you cut. Then you're going to take that strip and you're going to wrap it around your tube thing. So put half of it on the tube and start to wrap it around. Okay, so being the genius I am, I missed a gap. So it'll be okay. It'll work. But try to make a little extra room so this doesn't happen to you. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take some scissors and you're just going to start cutting slices. All the way around your whole entire tube until you are back to your first slice. So you just have all these slices. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take them and you are going to pull down on them. So basically just take it and pull down till they stick down. And if they're not like sticking down, if they start to like poke up, just pull on them harder and they'll stick down. See, like that? These guys, they're not doing it. Just pull harder on them and there you go. They're all sticking down. Okay, so now taking your long paper towel tube, you're going to find where you want your bottom to be. I want this little skinny strip right here to be the bottom, so I'm going to face that to the bottom, and then you're going to just find where your middle would be, so just kind of think about it. Do where you think your middle is. So I'm kind of like a perfectionist, I guess, a little bit. So I wanted this to be like perfectly in the middle and centered. Okay, so once you think it's in the middle, you are just going to take your flaps and you're going to start to fold them up. So take it and just fold it up. And then take this. Sorry, can't really see. Let me do this. Woo, almost fell on my chair. Okay, and start to just take the strips and fold it up. Fold them up like that. And then you can just take a strip and tape that gap. Well, let's hope you didn't have a gap, but I'm just going to tape that gap. It's not a big deal because the next step will cover it up. Okay, so you can now take a skinny piece of tape and just wrap it around here to cover up any little holes. See, there's like a hole there, and there's like a tiny little one here. So you can just wrap that around here to cover up any little hole. Okay, so the next step is to tape this. So I just laid a strip of duct tape across the top of this, and I left some hanging over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use scissors to show you this, but I usually use an X-Acto knife. I go up to the corner and I just snip a little slit, and then I fold this. And I do the same thing to the other side. So snip it like that. And then I fold it up and over. Of course, this would happen. Okay, and then back over like this and try to avoid wrinkles. So once you have your whole entire styrofoam or whatever you're using covered in tape, you are going to cut a strip of tape, and I'm using this tape, gold tape, and cut a strip that is as long as this would be round. So you can just take your thing and then just kind of roll it like that. So I'm going to do about this long. There's my cutting board's a mess. Okay, so you can cut this in half or you can leave it as whole. I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half. And then I'm going to take this tape and you're going to put it halfway on and wrap it around, trying to get it even while you wrap it around. So yeah, just doing the same exact thing you did to connect the paper towel roll to the toilet paper roll. And would you look at this? I didn't make it too short. Okay, so then you're just going to snip again and do the same thing. Okay, so now when you have your little plate and you folded all these little strips back, you are going to find your middle. So just place it wherever you think the perfect middle would be. Okay, I think this is good. And then you're just going to start to fold down those strips. And there you have it, a little bracelet holder. It's super easy and super cute because there's so many different kinds of duct tapes, so you can make it pretty much any design to match your room or your bathroom. So yeah, please leave a comment down below telling me what you think I should make next, and I will do it, and I'll give your name a shout out for commenting and requesting.